Now, young people and boys and girls, I have brought something with me today. It's in this bag. We'll look at it in a minute. I'm going to tell you something that happened this week. Something I thought was really, really strange. I was looking out the kitchen window, and I was looking at a tree that's in our back garden at the manse. And guess what was happening? The leaves were moving. And I thought, isn't that really strange? The leaves were moving. I wonder what was causing the leaves to move. Maybe this morning you're sitting here in church and you're hot. And if I do this here, I have got something that's passing over my face that's going to cool me down. It starts with A. Does anybody know what it is? 3-letter word starting with A. No? Bigger young people? My arm's getting sore. Yes, Samuel? Air. That's exactly right. You see, that's what was happening to the leaves. It was the air that was causing them to move. And I have brought something else with me. Oh, it's a ball. Now, you could kick this ball. I'll not kick it in church. I know a man that brought a chicken to church and he let it go, and the whole congregation was in fits of laughter. But I'll not throw the ball or kick the ball. But if I set the ball here on the communion table, and hopefully if I have enough wind, I need to go a bit further. Right, you can see it moving just a little bit. Kenny Price is probably laughing his head off now. Right, I've got something else in this. That's right, this is a balloon. So I'm going to attempt, maybe I need one of the more fitter people to come up. If I can't get it, I'll call on you, all right? How's that? We'll try it again. You see, do you know the Bible talks about air? 39 times the Bible talks about air. Talks loads of times about the fowls of the air. That's the place where the birds are. That's what we call the aerial heavens. The Bible also talks in the book of Job about somebody throwing dust up into the air. Now, I didn't bring dust into the church this morning. Didn't want the dirt of the carpet. But suppose I had a handful of dust and threw it up into the air. What would happen? Well, it would fall to the ground because of gravity. But some of it might be carried a little bit from where I threw it up because of the air in the atmosphere. You see, the Apostle Paul even talked about being a boxer or a wrestler. And this is what he said: "So I therefore so run, not as uncertainty, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air." And if I started sort of going with my fist, I would be just hitting the air all around me. You see, you can't see the air, can you? But the air is there. When you blow upon the ball, it can move. When you blow the balloon, it expands. When I wave with this pretend fan, I can feel the air in my face. No, it's really lovely and cool. I'm sure I'll pass it round, all right? Okay, so here's the point. You see, if we played a game, boys and girls, this would be my game today. I spy God. I spy God. You're going to say, well, where is God? Well, of course, we know that God is in the third heavens. We know that the Bible says God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in truth. The Bible talks about the invisible things of God being clearly seen. How? By the things that are made. And just as you can't see the air, but you can feel it, and if you were to breathe in, you could fill your lungs, and then your cheeks would puff out, and then you would have to blow it out. Well, that's the air, and that's vital for our lives. Well, here's the thought today. Even though you can't see the air is real. God is real. Just as you can't see the air is there. Sometimes you can feel the effect of it. Well, God is there. He's called Jehovah Shammah. And just though you can't see the air is nevertheless true. And it's vital for our lives. And boys and girls, young people, God is true. And God is fundamental and vital to our lives. A great man years ago by the name of Augustine said this in the 4th century, that there's a void and an emptiness in the heart of every one of us that only God can fill. And I ask this morning, do you know that God is real? Do you know that God is there? And do you know that God is true? God bless.